And that is the power, talking about Parler, that is the power that they have. They can shut you down and put you out of business if they feel like it, doing the bidding of politicians and the people who work at those companies who are left-wing liberals.
Yesterday, when President Trump addressed the nation, he condemned political violence from his own side, then from the left. And then he said he was also deeply concerned about these tech oligarchs silencing freedom of expression. This is the big issue, and you're right that it's so much bigger than just Twitter. What happened this week with the silencing of the leader of the free world is that a lot of people in other countries realized how much power these American tech platforms have, and they started sounding the alarm, whether they were limiting the use of these platforms in their country or beginning to make plans about it. So it shows how this move from this woke mob on the left against President Trump has international repercussions. Jack's trying to do damage control, but one of the problems is Democrats, who now control everything in D.C., are really pushing them to limit that freedom of expression. So they're in a pretty tight spot going forward. But this is the big issue of the next few years.
Leslie, the House Democrats put out a report, a subcommittee, just 3 months ago, that called these tech companies monopolies: Facebook, Apple, Google, and Amazon, and went through 450 pages of how it needs to be addressed in terms of regulation, and even breaking them up because they are a grave threat to our society and our economy. Now what? Now these tech companies are currying favor with these very Democrats, basically trying to call off the wolves.
Look, there's a lot of things here. Certainly they are monopoly. That's common sense. 2 + 2 is 4. At the end of the day, they're businesses. They don't care. I'm sorry. They don't care about free speech, and maybe they do care about promoting a liberal ideology. And quite frankly, that is their right. The First Amendment doesn't apply. They're a private company. But here is what does apply, and that's money. And that's what every company wants to make. And they are hurting their own business because there are many consumers out there that are just going to say, forget it. If you're not going to represent and put forth my views, then I'm not going to be a part of it. All violent and dangerous speech should be removed from every individual on any of these platforms